What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? Thank you so much for choosing to spend a few minutes of your day with me today as we explore the strange and unusual bases in episode 82 of Gemfix Farm Max That Rush. Yes, okay, so I found some really cool bases that I wanted to acknowledge. Obviously, this is not one everybody could do, and I do not advise purchasing shovels for 500 gems by any means. Okay, but if you have shovels, you could always use them and put together a pretty cool base. Now this amazing unicorn base, I feel kind of guilty about this. Okay, I do. So yes, I destroyed the unicorn, and no, I didn't just destroy the base. I was playing with the dark side army, and I had 8 earthquakes, and I thought, you know what? This ought to be funny. Let's go ahead and drop Ocho Quaco all over this unicorn's head and body, and as soon as I did it, I kind of felt regret. I was like, oh, the poor unicorn. So here's what I'm gonna do. I will put up a unicorn base on this account, and also I am going to be featuring interesting and unusual cool custom base designs in each episode of this series. If you want the link to these, go down to the description, check out my Discord. On my Discord, there is a specific room that has dozens and dozens, all of these bases that you will ever see in this series, and many, many more cool bases are going to be linked there, and you are welcome to check them out, to use them, to copy them, and of course, you can always submit your idea to me, and perhaps we can add it, or maybe even I will feature it in a future episode, because I'm loving the custom bases. And yeah, so the unicorn went down. Now the unicorn base that I ended up using was not nearly as cool as this unicorn. I thought this was an even cooler unicorn, but I'm not a good base designer guy. I'm just not really into the whole spend time to really get the walls perfectly. And yeah, so we 3-starred the base, and so a little bit of guilt. Now, if you guys have looked at my Gemfix Farm Max That Rush episode bases recently, you might know that I've been running one of my favorites of all time, and that is, of course, Homer. The Homer base. But it's not just the everyday Homer base. This is the Homer with a really bad head cold base because he has the dragon for his nose, and the dragon breathes fire. Get it? So it's like... Anyway, okay. So we went ahead and fixed the walls because we did a couple of wall upgrades with the Homer base, and then I realized, you know what? He would look better if I just rearrange some of the walls and give it a little bit of a color coordination look. And this is the thing about these custom bases. Sometimes there are specific wall colors that just work, that just look really, really good with these bases. And I don't really have the variety anymore, although, of course, we are questing to completely max out all those level 13 walls. So we'll get there eventually, before Town Hall 13 drops. Mark my words. So that is the Homer base. If you guys want to check that out, again, the link is going to be on my Discord listed in the description, or you could just copy it right here because it's easy. It's discord.gg/Galadon Gaming. And yes, of course, the heart base is one of many listed there as well. There are so many different permutations, combinations of the heart base with the town hall in the middle or the town hall at the top. And yeah, so again, after the unicorn incident, I felt even worse. I'm like, okay, so I've destroyed a unicorn, and now I'm destroying somebody trying to spread love and positivity. So I went ahead and dropped the 98 Mercy, tried for the 99, slightly screwed it up. It ended up being the 98 Mercy, but hey, I was doing a good deed, right? I didn't take everything from that guy. I left him some trophies. That's the way I looked at it. Anyway, okay, so like I said before, I have been running the Dark Side Army mostly recently, and I've been doing some of the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, and pretty much that's it. For the Gemfix Farm Max That Rush, those two armies are predominantly the armies that I'm using right now, and I'm just, I'm used to it. So I'm going to fast forward through a couple of attacks in this episode, and you'll notice a trend, and that is, first of all, now I'm pushing back up towards, I'd like to get to just about Champion League, right around top of Titan 1, and hang in that area for a while. But, and it's a big but, we have seen an increasingly large amount of loot in these bases. Now, last time I was up here in like Titan 1 too, I don't recall seeing this much loot. Suddenly, it's everywhere. It is crazy, and I don't know what's causing it, because sometimes, bases will dry up a bit when activity seems to get higher, when there's an update, or when there's clan games, or things like that. We're kind of between clan games right now. CWL is here, and so I'm not quite sure. But man, the loots I've been finding It is beyond, it's crazy. And you think it's big this episode. Watch, it's going to get bigger. I'm telling you right now, we are on the hunt for some of the biggest raids of all time. I mean, that's only what, 700, 600? Here's one, 800, 900. That's right, and it's a tough base. Balloons, I hate it when I see balloons come out of the clan castle because I generally don't bring a poison spell, so I have to count on the Archer Queen, maybe some wizards to get the balloons out of the way, and I did. We are again going through double speed through this attack, and you can see we're going to wait and use the bats in the perfect position. The wizard tower on the left is distracted. The town hall is going to get taken care of right there, and in come the bats from about 9 o'clock, and beautiful. Didn't have to use a free spell there, and they worked their way through the, yes, that's right, another single target Inferno base. The wizard tower only at the very top of the screen. I've got 2 free spells to defeat that. And although the bats don't really head where I was hoping they would, obviously they killed enough of the other defenses that my heroes can get through and grab the 3 stars. So a lot of fun. I would say that it's tough. It's a tough call right now. My 2 favorite attacks are most certainly P.E.K.K.A. Bobat and the dark side. Now, I did invent the dark side. There's nothing quite like the feeling of using 8 earthquakes in 1 attack, and I love that, but P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, very rewarding when you can find a base to crush it with. And obviously, you guys saw recently I made an episode where you can crush multi-target Inferno bases as well. It doesn't have to be the silly singles like you're seeing here. But okay, so you saw 600, 700, then you saw 800, 900, and that's right, this base, 900,000 and 1 million in loot. Thank you to the Kezap for the insane amount of loot. Love it right here, and it's you know, they're not pushover bases. They're tough. Sometimes they don't have active heroes, but again, single target Infernos make it super ridiculously easy to roll through. And like I said, I'm focused on the loot. We're going to watch it get bigger, and if you want to see this loot live, make sure you come by a live stream on Facebook Gaming, fb.gg/realgaladongaming. That is where A, all of the live raids happen, and B, the big giveaways happen. This month, we're giving away a golden Archer Queen statue and tons of gift cards. I just said tons and tons, but either way, it's a lot of gift cards we're going to be giving away. And okay, so check it out. Now we're moving up to 1 million, 1.1 million in loot. And as we discuss this, speaking of gift cards, I just wanted to remind you guys that the more players that use creator code Galadon in-game, remember you get there by clicking on the gears settings, then you go to the bottom right, more settings button, you click on that, you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you find where it says creator boost, and you enter my name, Galadon. Capitalization doesn't matter. The more people that do this, and you have to do it every 7 days, that's the thing that's kind of a bummer. It expires after 7 days. And what happens if you do this, by the way, of course, I get about 5% of whatever you spend in game, and you don't have to spend anything extra. It doesn't change your experience at all, but it helps out creators. And if you don't want to use my code, please at least use somebody's code, because Supercell is offering to do this for content creators. So it would be a shame if people don't have a code there at all and they're spending gems or money on the game. So every 7 days, the more people that do it that says Galadon, then the more gift cards I have to give back to my community. So make sure you get in on that, because yeah, it could be pretty epic. And obviously, you're randomly entered. You don't have to spend gems in order to be eligible to receive some of the free gift cards I'm giving away. Okay, so hey, here it is. Here's my unicorn base. This one also listed on my Discord links. And those 6 walls right there, well, I forgot to hit record. Okay, I forgot to hit record as I upgraded 6 walls. We got down to 63 remaining. And if we keep finding loot like we have, these crazy 1 million of each resource bases that we've been finding in Titan 2. Wait. Titan 1. That's right. Then we are on our way to maxing out completely. So let's check out the status report. And obviously today, yes, we did not spend any money. We did, however, cross the $5,000 mark recently, so that's never going to go lower again. For gems used today, only 244, about $1 worth of gems or so. Time spent, we are up to 224 long hours on this account. And of course, walls this episode, we did 8 walls, And like I just mentioned, we have 63 left to go. Make sure you guys stop by a live stream so you can see the raids happen in real time. Thank you as always for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. You are the true hashtag GalaFam, and I do appreciate every last one of you. So get out there, appreciate the best of the rest of your day, be kind to people, animals, and easy on the planet. I'll see you all back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon! Galadon! How do you find so much loot? I never see that much!
Peter, you have to log on first.
Galadon!